Good day fellas, I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill, and today we are playing with the OI Experimental, and no, you don't need PP shamers. It's not about the size, it's how you are using it, okay? So stop it fellas. Obviously this tank has two different guns and I decided to start our journey with this gun, okay? I simply thought, why the heck not? Why not to play with this gun? And it can work very, very well. Speaking about the alpha damage, 360 alpha damage, 140 millimeters of penetration and 290 shell velocity. And now if we are talking about the high explosives, 60 millimeters of penetration and 290 shell velocity. So you can see it is flying quite slowly, okay? But it is not that bad of a choice as you might think it is. Whee! It is not that bad of a choice. The main reason why so, because you can penetrate lightly armored tanks like, let's say, T-67 without any problems whatsoever with high explosives, and to penetrate the heavy tanks Tier 6, Tier 5, Tier 4, I believe it's straightforward and it is quite easy in the same time. Probably I shouldn't use the binos because this tank is not created for spotting, but this binos setup can work very, very well. So for example, we are meeting the VK here, and luckily for us, well, actually not that luckily for us, he spotted us. Hashtag never lucky, but look at this. 337 in the face with a derp gun. I mean, come on, what do you want more from the tier 5 tank, right? It is not looking like it is bad by any shape or form, right? And this is okay gun, this is okay option. Is it the best tank in the world of tanks? F no, absolutely not. In fact, if we are speaking about this tank in the index page, we use it. We rated this vehicle only as a playable because I think the golden days of the OI Experimental is over. Because this tank used to be so much quicker back in the day, and this tank used to have more armor as well back in the day. So keep this in mind. It's just, it is not that epic as it once used to be, you know? And this is a very important thing to say. Okay, what do we have? We have Cover 1 Sniper Schnitzel in the back. That's fair. We need to figure out how to dig him out of there. And if Excelsior would make a bit of pressure, obviously we would be able to punish him, but if he is not going to make any pressure, then nothing what we could change about this. Okay, we have a nice angle. Now, if this VK will try to peek, we will smack him. Oh, that's nice. Look at this Cover 1 go. So now we have an information. Cover 1 who shouldn't be here, although there is other Cover 1 as well. Yeah. It is not that simple as I thought it is, but that's fine. Let's try to get a bit involved here. 12 HP, I'm loading high explosives and he's officially dead. He could actually see how the shell is incoming for him. He could actually see that. Okay, let's load heat and let's try to be involved. Do you remember, fellas, the day when Excelsior would be able to go up to 50 kilometers per hour, or am I silly? Maybe I'm mistaking something, because this tank nowadays can barely move. And I truly remember I was playing with this tank. I was feeling like Ferrari while playing with this tank. That's what I remember. And I truly mean it. Now, if the things will go well, the Excelsior should be down to 2-shotable for us, because after 2 shots we can do 720 alpha damage, right? And this is exactly what we are looking for. So let's start everything with Excelsior, right? Oi oi. Oi oi. Hashtag never lucky. Beautiful shot. I am feeling great. Now Excelsior kill incoming in 3, 2, 1, and he's officially dead. Beautiful. Meanwhile, we have the VK, who is being mean to us, and you know what? I don't really like mean VKs. So we are going in front, and I think even though if we are not going to roll that high, we should be able to ram him. Boom. We rammed him. That's what I am talking about. Fellas, it is not about the size, okay? It is not about the size. Meanwhile, we are loading gold ammunition for Arl and kaboom! Unfortunately, we missed the shot. Doesn't really matter. I am still feeling relatively alright. And Arl is feeling like he is in the shithole. That's what I want to believe. Kaboom! 400 in the face. I am telling you this derp gun can work. Fellas, I'm telling you this derp gun can work. Skill, why the flying F you are so excited? I mean, I haven't played with this tank in a while, and looking into this PP and making it work, I am feeling extremely great with all of this. I am feeling extremely great with all of this. Russia. Beautiful. We should reload before this gentleman will, and if we are going to do the things properly, he should be dead. Eye for an eye! Good trade, fellas. We killed the Arl-44 and Arl-44 killed us, but I would say that was an absolutely amazing game for a tier 5 tank, honestly. So once again, 2.2 thousand damage, 100 assisting damage. Mwah, beautiful game. Let's teleport in to the scoreboard. Let's go. And we are back, fellas. First class, 2.2 thousand damage, 100 assisting damage. Very, very, very great game if you would ask me. 1045 base experience, obviously top by the damage and top by experience. And we lost 7,000 profits, although we lost a bit more than that because I am not paying for extra rations because I have a lot of them in the depot. And I would highly recommend to buy the things like this, right, when there is discounts, because once again, you are saving 50% of the credits, and it's always nice and always welcome if you would ask me. So now we played with a derp gun. I believe at this point we can definitely mount the long PP, and we can play some games with a long PP as well, and you will see what is the difference between those two guns. Also on top of that, fellas, remember there is always index page, and what we are doing with the index page now, we have completed some medium tanks, tank destroyers, and light tank crews, right? So you can see absolutely everything here, what kind of crews I recommend to have, and so on, so on. And it goes for medium tanks, tank destroyers, and light tanks as well. So if you are struggling, you don't know what to take, I am here for you, and you can always use the page for yourself. It goes same for a lower tiers as well. It doesn't really matter what kind of tank you would take. You would see there is a crew skills over there, and that's very, very important thing to say, fellas. And I did not made this index page for myself. I made index page for you, fellas, so please use it, enjoy it. Okay, so what do we have here? Seren Coast, we have a tier 6 matchmaking, and enemies have Tog. Tog. Okay, very nice. So what this gun has to offer, fellas? This gun has 125 millimeters of 124 millimeters of penetration and 800 shell velocity with 125 alpha damage. Gold ammunition has the same alpha damage, 155 millimeters of penetration and the same shell velocity, which is quite surprising. And high explosive ammunition has a bit more alpha damage, but obviously penetration is significantly lower. AK 38 millimeters of penetration and the same shell velocity. Now, once again, O Experimental is slow, and there is multiple builds how you can play with this tank. You can obviously be blind, and there is nothing bad about it, and instead of Binus, for example, use the turbocharger, or instead of a turbocharger you can use the hardening, or instead of ventilation you can use the hardening as well, or turbo. You know, there is multiple ways how you can make this tank work and how you can play. Speaking about equipment setup, there is is multiple ways, and in the end of the day, everything is depending on you. Meanwhile, we are flexing against this 82, and slowly but surely we are making pressure. Look at him. Can we make him shoot? This is the question. Unfortunately, 82 is not up for shooting. Shame. Oh well, what can we do? Anyways, at this point, we need to figure out how to make a pressure for the enemies. And this is not going to be very simple. It is not going to be very easy. I have a feeling maybe being aggressive is not that bad of an option in this situation, fellas. What do I mean by saying this is I kind of want to make pressure like this. I know I can get farmed by the enemy sniper schnitzels who are sitting here. I am very, very well aware of that, but in the same time, I would love to get involved somehow. Okay, Excelsior is sniping from the side over there. Now we know where he is. And once again, look at this situation, fellas. Armor-wise, this vehicle do not have armor. Speed-wise, this vehicle do not have speed. Yeah, we have a bit of the problem if you would ask me. So, in other words, this vehicle do not have that many things to offer for us, unfortunately. That's the main reason why this vehicle is rated as playable tank and nothing more than playable. Anyways, let's use our binos, and hopefully with the binos we will be able to outspot this Excelsior sitting here. That would be absolutely amazing. Luckily for us, Light Tank completely escaped and Excelsior is pushing through the open field. Okay, that's great. This is exactly what we want to see, fellas. We want to see Excelsior making one or another mistake. And now the main reason why we are getting some assisting damage is because we are rolling with the binos here. That's important thing to say. Wow, that was a blind shot by that guy, I assume? I don't really think I am spotted here, am I? I don't really think I am spotted, fellas. That was a very nice blind shot. Kudos to him. Kudos to the Dicker Max. Looking into this situation, fellas, I would love to say we can destroy them all, but it is not so simple. Believe me, fellas, this is not so simple as I would love to say. But once again, that's fine. I know in certain situations you are not able to do anything, and this is one of those situations, I would say. We are loading the golden AP ammunition for this T-34S, and we are just waiting at this point. I do not think we can make pressure by any shape or form, unfortunately, and this is what we have. So let's see. T-34S, he made a humongous mistake by being aggressive, and we are going to get as much benefits as we physically and possibly can for him being aggressive. Right? Hellcat decided to join the fight, that's okay. And yeah, I know, he smacked us very, very hardly. I know, but nothing what we can change there. Meanwhile, ELC is crossing through the middle of the field. We punished him with the high explosives. Can we punish him once again and actually kill him? I really doubt this is going to be so simple. Oi, ELC is going for us, I guess. That was bad shot by me. Hellcat is thinking about approaching us as well. And he should be able to eliminate us like there is no tomorrow. Oh yes, Arta is coming. Yeah, that's game over. Look, this is not the game I am going to complain about. By the way, I think my camera blinked a couple of times. I'm pretty sure about this. Sorry for that, fellas. So, what I want to say in this game, we cannot change absolutely anything in this situation. At least I do not really think we can do anything. Why am I saying so is because enemy team has so much better team, they took better positions and they won the game. Sometimes you just need to accept what you have, and in this kind of situation we have only 800 combined. Yikes. Anyways, let's teleport into the end of this game and let's see how our team dealt. Let's go. And we are back, fellas, with a scoreboard. So what do we have? We have 700 damage. We have 100 assisting damage, which is not great. We are 4th by experience, we are 4th by the damage, but this is as much as we actually able to do. Kudos to ELC Biz, he spotted our team and he did the things very well, so there is nothing to say and nothing to do. Also, I am thinking about replacing binos for turbocharger, so the tank will feel just tiny touch quicker and the tank can behave a bit better, right? So let's use that and let's go for round number 3. Let's go. And we are back with round number 3. Okay. What do we have, fellas? We have a tier 6 tier for matchmaking, so we are middle tier in this situation, so let's try to go into the city and let's hope for the best. PP raised and let's go in front like there is no tomorrow. Meow. Now we have a bit better speed since we are using the turbocharger, right? This is very good stuff. Would I get some use of the optics or binos? Sure thing, absolutely yes. View range is always nice and always welcome to have, so keep this in mind. And once again, whenever you are playing with a slow tanks like OI Experimental or any other tank which is going below 30 kilometers per hour, you just need to be patient. You are clicking 3 times R, right? And you are going pretty much into the heavy line, slowly but surely. Oh, look at this, a head, sir. You are such a beautiful gentleman, such a beautiful gentleman. Do you want to go into the middle of 2 of us? If so, feel free to do so. I have a feeling he has 3 times R clicked, because he is not even bothering to move to one or another side. By the way, up, 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 up. Pay attention at this. There is a possibility we can have a nice angle for this gentleman. I'm trying to shoot him. I am trying to shoot him, fellas. Beautiful shot. He's going via the bridge, right? He is going via the bridge. Okay, interesting. Even though shell velocity of this tank is not ideal, you can get used for shooting with this tank, believe me. As you can see, I pre-aim it quite a bit and in the end of the day it worked just fine. And at this point we are just bursting him with the blind shots and eventually he is going to get slaughtered anyways. Beautiful start, very nice. I think we did absolutely everything properly. And we have our Hetzer together. I see Hetzer is saying nice to see you. Greetings, mate. I'm so sorry for your +2 matchmaking. Because once again, Hetzer is not enjoying himself, I can promise you that. Cover 2 will sneeze on him and he is going to die, you know, or let's say Churchill will meet him and he is going to say game over. And Hetzer is saying no problem. That's a nice attitude, fellas. That is a very nice attitude. And at this point we are joining the fight and oh boys, this tier 4 won't have some fun. Meanwhile, I'm waiting until the Hetzer will shoot, because whenever Hetzer will shoot we can go in front, right? Hetzer just fired, that's great, and at this point we can beat the living crap out of this cover 1 if possible. Meanwhile, enemy Hetzer is over there, cover 1 is being impatient, and I like impatient enemies, fellas. If you would ask me, there is nothing better than impatient enemies. So, do I want to get a bit more involved? I think it is a bit too early. Meanwhile, we have the cruiser who is trying to flank us. That's completely fine. That was 200 IQ by the cruiser. It's okay. He will come back once again eventually. I'm pretending I am not looking at him. And you know what? He's already peeking just like so. And now we can smack him once again. Beautiful. He's doing a good job. But in the end of the day, I don't really think he is going to be fine here. Can we eliminate this, this Excelsior? This Excelsior is shredding us like hot knife through the butter, and this is very important thing to say, because this is what this tank is worth. The armor wise, this vehicle is kind of paper, especially if enemies are loading the gold ammunition, right? And let's get real, there is many enemies who are not going to think twice. They are going to load the gold and they are going to have an absolutely amazing kick-ass time, right? Meanwhile, we knock at this wall, and now we need to help our Hetzer as much as we physically and possibly can. And all of those guys are down to one-shottable. That's one shot, another one shot incoming now. And after that, we are going to fight with our nemesis, Churchill. Churchill has a great penetration with the standard rounds, so this is going to be super hard for us to do anything, although I believe it is possible, and I believe we are going to make it work. Okay, he has a great penetration, like I said before. His penetration is absolutely amazing, and to deal with him it is very, very hard. Although we have a cover 2, so I am hoping our cover 2 will help us a bit right there. Although Churchill is making as much pressure as he physically and possibly can, and I'm dead. As you can see, he doesn't even need to have the gold ammunition in order to slaughter us, but that's completely fine. I am feeling happy with this game. I do not really think the things went that bad, so no complaints, no regrets. Let's go to the scoreboard and let's see what we crafted in the last game. And we are back, fellas, with a class 1, with a high caliber, with a 2.2 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage, 5 kills. We are top by experience, we are top by the damage. Kudos to our Hetzer. He went in front and he showed what he is made of, and he banged enemies like there is no tomorrow. He the Hetzer. I see, my man, I see. And obviously this Churchill, he did an absolutely amazing job. He used his armor and he pushed in front, and obviously he slaughtered many guys as well. Kudos to him. Meanwhile, we lost 7,000 visibly, although we lost more because I was shooting quite a bit of the golden APs, because otherwise I couldn't penetrate the I simply couldn't penetrate the Churchill, right? So this is approximately 20,000 loss. Anyways, in the end of the day, we have 1.7 thousand damage and 100 assisting damage. I would not call this a bad performance, considering the second game was so bad. This is a solid banana out of 10, and everything went pretty well for us. So fellas, thank you very much for watching once again. Enjoy the index page. Pleasure is ours, and I hope you are getting quite a good entertaining value for yourself, speaking about the YouTube videos, and hopefully the index page is helpful as well. So thank you very much for watching, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.